Hello, welcome to Full Record Jacket. I am Phil. Over there, you see on the other side of your screen, Ben. And we are back for four more matchups of one-hit wonders of the 1990s. This extraordinary list curated by Ben. It's been a real nostalgia trip for him. He is a child of the 90s. Well, he was born in the late 70s, really, but that was
very late 70s.
His youthful era, his coming of age period was the 90s. So a lot of pop memories for Ben. I remember the 90s, of course. I was a little bit older, but I did enjoy a lot of the music, mainly not stuff that was up in the pop charts on the one-hit wonder side of things. But we shall go through, carry on, and see if we can find anything that I really like in here. So,
through the ashes of Lou Bega.
What have we got? Louis Vega's gone. We don't have to worry about Mambo number 5.
We don't.
So, what's the next number?
Out of the pot comes. Ooh, it's a good one. Jump Around, House of Pain.
Ah, yes. This is the one that has a tennis reference in the lyrics. Am I right to think that? Is that the one where they...
I'll serve your ass like John McEnroe.
That's the one,
like
yeah.
Yeah, and it is up against this one here.
That was the first time the other day that I'd heard the John McEnroe reference. I'd never known that was in there before. But, okay, who are they up against?
They're up against Steal My Sunshine by Len.
Ooh, okay.
Or Len. I don't mind Len Steal My Sunshine. I heard it today or yesterday for the first time in a long time. And it's actually quite slow. Will you steal my sunshine? It doesn't really go anywhere. You know, these sort of poppy songs that, a lot of the ones that we've done, like Bop and all that, they kind of go somewhere. They kind of have, but it just didn't.
I know what you mean.
House of Pain.
The Steal My Sunshine kind of works as a sort of background music in a bar, but it doesn't really.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. House of Pain is quite cheesy. It's but it's kind of, it had an attitude. They tried hard on it.
I can imagine that Steal My Sunshine is like the closing theme to some rubbish teen movie starring Freddie Prinze Jr.
I think I'm with you on this. I think the jump around, it does get people jumping around, I'm sure. Probably still
really
does.
Like House of Pain.
Yeah.
I mean...
Jump around. Yeah, it does make you want to... It's good. Yeah, okay, I can jump around to that.
Yeah, and it mentions Arnold Schwarzenegger.
As well as John McEnroe. Well, it's
well. So it's going in there.
We can be serious, House of Pain, with the John McEnroe references through.
So Steal My Sunshine, stall your chance of going through to the next round.
Things have got a bit dark for Steal My Sunshine.
Yeah, the lights have been turned off.
What's next?
Next, Bitch. No, that's not. No, I'm not saying what. That's the song, Bitch.
I'm presuming it's not the 1971 Rolling Stones track.
No, it's by Meredith Brooks.
Yeah, this is the one where she sings, "I'm a bitch, I'm a lover, I'm a something."
Which I thought I really didn't like, but I always had a little bit of the hots from Meredith Brooks back in the day.
Was she a Nashville? Is it from the Nashville sort of country pop scene?
Was it Orange County or something?
It's just the name Meredith Brooks. It sounds like a country singer. Is that
like
what
Garth
she was?
Brooks.
Is that how she was marketed? I don't know. I don't know much about that record, to be honest. I remember it.
I don't. She won a Grammy for it. I remember that much about it.
Okay.
She was a member of the Oregon music scene.
Okay.
But she, I know it didn't win a Grammy. It got her a Grammy nomination.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I had quite the hots for Meredith Brooks. There's something about her.
Is it enough to sway it, though? Who's she up against?
Well, this is the thing. Meredith Brooks is now 64.
Really? Crikey.
She's 64. She was 39 when Bitch came out.
Really? It doesn't sound like a sort of record that would be made by a 39-year-old, does it? I always thought she was much younger than that, but there you go.
Yeah. So there we go. And it's up against a 90s classic if you have literally no taste in music whatsoever. Many a party, many a dance floor, filled with people doing silly dances to Saturday Night by Whitfield.
Oh my goodness me.
There's not enough petrol in the world to burn this evil.
I remember that being
Awful.
Yeah, I remember having a request for that when helping a mate do a wedding disco back in the and it being requested, and I'd never heard of it, but kids loved it.
The kids did
Yeah,
love it.
very very annoying.
Had that
Okay,
dance
well,
routine to it, didn't it? Which was
well, I'm thinking that the Meredith Brooks one, although I don't have any particular fondness for the song, it was at least a song. It was at least an attempt at some songwriting and
listen
having a
back
bit
to
of
it. It's actually
attitude in
better
it.
than you'll
It's
remember.
better than you remember, and
Yeah.
seeing as that you fancied her as well, we can't possibly put through Wigfield Saturday Night. That is one of the annoyingly bouncy songs.
Not saying that Wigfield didn't have any sort of thoughts, but if she came round to me house singing that, I'd be like, no, Wigfield, no, you go.
Wasn't she Scandinavian or something? I'm trying to
I don't
remember.
know. Tone deaf, I think.
So, whatever night of the week, Wigfield is out any night of the week. So
that's gone. So is that the second one we've done, or is that the third one? I've lost track.
Well, I've totally lost track as well. I don't know how many we've done. We've been going for 6 minutes on this particular segment.
I think that's the second one.
Okay, I think you're right. Yeah.
Oh no, because we did Len and Still My Sunshine, and what came before that? I think this is the last one. I think.
Okay.
Could it be?
That's fine.
Know.
We'll just do an extra one in the next episode if we haven't done enough in this one.
Yeah.
Let's go through.
The next one, another awful song. God, the 90s were full of trust. Would I Lie to You by Charles and Eddie.
Oh, I remember that one, yeah. Dear me.
And it's up against...
Oof, I'm wincing at the thought. That's one that I've avoided playing on my playthrough because I just couldn't quite face it.
Yeah, it's just truly awful, isn't it? Do you remember when you were a kid, you used to when you ride your bike, you put the brakes on a bit too hard and you go forward and your gentleman luggage would impact on the middle bar? I'd rather do that than listen to Would I Lie to You by Charles and Eddie.
Okay.
And it's up against another one from a jeans commercial. It is up against Babylon Zoo, Spaceman.
Okay.
And I listened to that yesterday, and it's not as bad as I remember. He's been really successful jazz man since he came out of the music business. He's like a film producer or something for Bollywood.
Really?
movies.
The Babylon Zoo guy? Okay. Well, I remember, my memory of the Babylon Zoo thing is I remember that it was used in this advert, and a lot of people, younger people, were getting very excited about this song coming out. And then I remember when it came out, some of them were disappointed that it wasn't like the bit as heard in the advert all the way through. Yeah, it's that sort of, what would you call it? Like trancey, dancey, electronica
he wore
bit.
that like Mirrorball suit.
Yeah, with the high pitch of singing. I always wanted you to go into space, man.
Yeah,
and some were disappointed that it wasn't like that all the way through because that was just kind of like the intro, wasn't it? And then it went into this.
Yeah, and it was sort of the chorus, the outro, the verses were quite a lot slower. The tempo, it kind of like slowed down. It's like hitting a brick wall.
But, as I remember, it was a bit quirky, it was a bit unusual. I didn't think it was a dreadful record. It wasn't one that I was interested enough to go and buy, but I thought it was okay. It was a bit creative. It was a bit different.
If I remember rightly, the album of this, the front cover to it was absolutely awful.
Yeah. Well, see, Charles and Eddie.
Charles and Eddie.
Oh yeah, it is better than Charles. I have to agree, and I'm not. Yeah, I can't find any redeeming features in the Charles and Eddie one.
I can't see any redeeming features in you at the moment, Phil, because you've got completely off my screen.
Don't worry, I think I'm still being recorded, so we'll be okay.
Oh, that's all right. So Babylon Zoo went to number 1, and it's in the winner's pot. It's in the with the other animals.
He always wanted to go into Spaceman, but so far he's in the last 32.
And when it comes to Charles and Eddie, Would I Lie to You? Yes, your song was really good.
Okay, off they go.
Off they go.
Bye-bye, Charles and Eddie.
Bye-bye, Eddie.
And it's time for us to say goodbye, but don't worry, because we'll be back with another episode of these one-hit wonder face-offs. Join us for that. Thanks for watching. We do appreciate it.
Ciao,
and
Bella.
We will see you